Okay, experimental time. Following on from last night's the coconut beach fueled chit chat. Repairs on the Hohner. Is this showing in the picture? Yeah, here. The Hohner fingerboards. Well, obviously, this is, as I said, there's a bit of perspex glued in behind there. We're about to roughen this up, or not show that. I just noticed there's gold in here, and I'm going to fill this up with some putty. That plastic putty, what is it called, need or something like that. But apparently that dries or sets like rock and looks, well, will probably be off-white. And I'm thinking, well, it's black and stuff. I know I didn't promise to fix this bit, but I'm doing the best I can. So then I thought, let's steal one of the missus's coloured pencils and grind up some of the internal black there to, you know, at least tint this stuff a bit with it. So we'll try that out. And then I thought, hang on a minute, what do the Japanese do when they, or is it the Chinese? I don't know. It's an old custom when you fix things. You don't try and make it perfect. You actually show that there was a flaw. So then I thought, there's gold here, or goldish colour, or bronzy colour. So let's use a bit of bronze and mix it in with there, and maybe, you know, colour it. If I had some gold glitter, I'd add gold glitter to it. That'd be cool, wouldn't it? So anyway, it's an idea. I'm obviously not going to go straight onto this. I'm just going to muck around with some products. I'd like to have a bit in there. It's been weeks. So I thought, well, I found this bit of brass bar and some of the stuff I inherited from my father. I thought, let's see if we can grind that up. I thought, how am I going to collect it? I don't know if this is actually going to work because I haven't tried it yet. Oh, hang on a minute. Oh, safety first. Safety first. Look after your eyes there, lads. Okay. Right. I'm probably going to go everywhere or rip the box to pieces. Alright, I don't think it's going to work that way. Alright, well that was a fail. It makes it shiny. I think I'm going to have to file it back later. Oh man. Alright, well, you are watching me try to work out how to do things. All the dust went that way. Back shortly. Okay, it turns out that man-powered is better than powered. Using the old, and it's not a swear word, the old bastard file. I don't know why it's called a bastard file. I'll have to look that up, eh? Or a rasp. He gasped. Yeah, man-powered seems to be working alright. Yeah, it's a nice little shine. Oh, look at that. Oh, that'd be nice in the potty, wouldn't it? You see, it's all building up the old matchbox. You see that glittering, shining there? Well, I can. A bit more of that. Yeah. Anywho, you get the idea. Alright, I'll check back in later, eh? Okay, after some rasping and filing or whatever it is on this old brass rod or whatever it is, we've got a little bit of dust there, just enough to be subtle. So now it's time to deal with the the X coloured pencil. Well, it is X now, isn't it? Oh, there it is. That'll powder up nicely. Yeah. Right. Okay, you don't need to see every one of this. This is where other YouTubers usually go. Speed it up and go. Which is really cool too. Alright. Oh, look at that. So the brass is mixing in with that. I'm going to really pound that, so I'll be checking later. Back again. Okay, the point of this repair, doing it this way, it's kind of subtle at the moment. I might have to file some more the bronze. Is it shining in the light there? Oh, little glints there. Oh, look at that. It's not to hide the fact there's a repair that's happened. It is to celebrate that a repair has happened. And give this old instrument some extra character. It says, which also says derspatz was here, but that's another story. Oh yeah, let's roughen this up too for the putties to do that. So for that, it's like, hey, who's for some dentistry? And spit. Well, they always ask you questions when there's a scalpel or whatever it's in your mouth. Anywho, let's do this. Roughing it up, eh? Oh. Take you back to happy days at the dentist? So, brush, 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 brush. Wah, 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 wah. La, 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 la. So, do you regularly floss? Do you want to be a dentist? Oh, look at that. Wrapping up nicely. Smells interesting as well. Alright. And spit. Back shortly. Alright, a little bit more scratching's in order. Don't you like that sound? Let's get right up in here. Oh, so you've had some toothpaste build up, eh? So you want to be a dentist? So I do dentistry for free, no guarantees, but you know, it would be fun, well, at least for me. Annoying sounds for Friday, the 12th of May, brought to you by Derspatz's Bodgy Repairs, where if it ain't fun, don't do it. Because if it ain't fun that leads to joy, is it really the kind of joy you wanted to be having or ought to be having? Or something else you should always be in your own, if you're in your comfortable, joyful spot, work barefoot. Come on. Connect with the ground. I mean, that's the way to surf, isn't it? You usually surf barefoot. So why not be creative in other ways barefoot? Be as barefoot as you can, as long as you can, as often as you can, eh? Alright, that might be enough to see if this all mixes into the powder and see what happens next. Let's find out. Back shortly. Okay, let's get adventurous. This is the first time I've ever used this product, so let's discover together how it works. It was a challenge just to get this far out of the bloomin' this far out of the container, I tell you. Alright, a knife of some sort, a knife of some sort. Oh, where's my camera? Light it up. Yeah. Oh, where are we? About that much, eh? So, well, yeah, I should experiment, but then again, I don't want to have to refile and all sort of stuff. So let's take a risk. We can always throw away what we don't use. Oh, watch, it looks bigger than that. Volume. Is that showing? Can you see what I'm trying to do? Probably not. That's better. Oh, look, let's just go for it and say about that much and throw away what we don't use. What have we got here? What do we got? No, that's really bad English. What do we have here? I say. Oh, look at that. It appears to be two-tone. So I imagine this is some sort of catalyst setup. So part A and part B. And when you mix them together or knead them together, they then react. It'd be interesting to see what happens when I add other foreign bodies to all of this. As I said, I've never used it before in my life. So let's find out. Goes briefly off camera. Yeah, okay. So now I believe we just knead it, which means to mix. Oh gosh, that's going to be boring, isn't it? So hang on. I might as well fill this bit. So as I'm kneading it, I'm also rubbing it in the pencil shavings and the filings of brass. Oh, something back at pre-primary, isn't it? Don't remember that. Oh gosh. Oh, that's right. Way back then, oh, that would have been in good old Blighty, yeah. Back before my folks discovered that I might need spectacles. And so I do recall, and it's been confirmed that way back when, because I couldn't see too good back then, eh? Oh, this was back in Stokers, wasn't it? Stokers, Aylesbury, around there, yeah, Stoke Manor. I was always creeping to the... I was always being creep, I can't help that. Yeah. My missus don't seem to mind. We've been together 20 odd years now, which is really good. She's still putting up with me after all these years, hallelujah. Yeah, I was always creeping to the front of the class because basically I couldn't see what was going on. Yes, and sorry, number one son, you appear to have inherited that kind of... It's not a disability, that kind of... what is it? Skill. Not being a creep, no, learning how to adapt to the fact that our sight is challenged, which means virtually all day long we're doing things like this. We're double checking, is what I'm seeing really real? We get to be really, really good guessers, because if our guesses fail, we get hurt. So when you see someone with spectacles, just acknowledge that actually, in some ways, and you are not the kind of person to wear spectacles, just acknowledge that perhaps they've developed some skills that you are yet to develop, because they have learned to safely navigate through life in a challenged way. For example, our peripheral view is usually absolute rubbish, so we have to make all sorts of guesses about what's behind us and around us and outside of us. We sort of got a form of tunnel vision. But challenges is great. I mean, but here's a curious thing to all of us, and all of us have got all sorts of challenges going on in our life, don't we? None of us think that we have a totally perfect body or skills or senses. But what happens when we sleep and we dream? When you dream, do you see absolutely perfectly in 360 degrees or whatever? Are you able to fly? What are your senses like when you dream? Are the challenges that you have during the day that perhaps you've got a limp or sore back or sore knees or something like that? But what happens when you're in your sleep and dreaming? Well, does that just to show that perhaps we are not our bodies, but our bodies are just something we drive, like an avatar? Well, there's a thought. Is that a Ricky Bell background? So if we're following on from that hypothesis, if we're not just anything, it's actually amazing. If our bodies are avatars, but our real self is something that drives an avatar, well, what does it say about us? And what's this thing about what matter can neither be created nor destroyed, only changed into something else? Is that the same with information? I don't know. Anywho, so how young are we in our dreams? In fact, how young are we today? And your memories of, oh my gosh, isn't it intriguing? Whoa. This fleck's really, there's a slight fleck there. It's not really doing much, so that was probably a little bit of a fail. I thought the flecks and the black would come out, but no. So I probably will have to spray paint this. I've done that. Anyway, back to what I was waffling on about. So, if we are more, that our bodies are just something to drive. I'm not suggesting we go and try and drive somebody else's body. I think that would be called possession, and I think that's evil. We shouldn't try to possess. We shouldn't then try to enslave either, which takes us back to our current government systems at the moment, which seem to be less about serving and more about enslaving us. So we've got to kick back against that. Same with our petty bureaucracies. And I imagine bureaucracies, whether it be local councils, state government or federal government, and I have actually experienced this at more of a local government level, seems to be full of people that are promoted beyond, lovely people, I'll have you know, so I don't think I'm getting down on them as such, but usually promoted beyond their own abilities and actually struggling and not happy, and guilty, been there myself in some ways, sometimes, but what a shame, hey? We're supposed to be serving and bringing the best value to our rates payers, or best payers to the people we serve, and yet some of it seems to be about maintaining our own positions and perks and that kind of stuff. That's absolutely obscene, as opposed to, you know, doing a good job, fixing it and moving on to the next job, you know, solving the problems. How much of government is about, hey, creating a problem and then throwing a whole bunch of money that shouldn't be thrown to fix it when it was never really a problem in the first place, as opposed to, hey, taking us forward Fix this, move on to the next. Fix this, move on to the next. Fix this, move on to the next. Fix this and move on to the next. As opposed to building flipping little empires and ivory towers and other rubbish that actually don't bring happiness to anyone. Anyway, rant over. Oh look, it's Play-Doh time. Oh, there's a few flecks coming out. Hey, this, I don't mind this. I don't mind. Anyway, back to our dreams. How cool are dreams, eh? You know. And especially when we meet up with loved ones in our dreams. And all sorts. Man, that's... Every day, find things to give thanks for. And to try and leave the world better than we found it. Yeah, I'll have to pull out some of that because I don't want it to sand this too much. Oh, no, I love this laser's going. Alright, I better shush up. I've had my little bit of a rant or whatever. And I probably should have some tea. Oh, I must have gone on for a bit because the tea's gone cold. Which is usual. Anyway, every day fun. Hey, if it ain't fun, don't do it. I know they say work and play, but you can make it work for everyone. So we all have joy in our lives and pass on joy to others, and the world becomes a better place. And if we get it wrong, hey, ask for help. Do it again, whatever, until we get it right. It's a bit like surfing. You know, you don't want to surf just one wave in your whole life. You want to rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. Oh, yeah. Hallelujah, mate. Anyway, joyful, joyful. Ta-ta for now. Oh, hang on, where is it? That's the Sharker. Hey, look up Sharker. That came about, I'll give you a hint. It came about a guy that actually lost 3 fingers. But he was still waving. Hallelujah. You know, we wave like that or whatever. This guy lost 3 fingers. I don't know which hand. It's a Hawaiian story. Look it up. And it came out. He was still a happy chappy. And he was driving his... I think it was a sugar train he was driving. And he was still wave. Even though he'd lost part of his hand. Hallelujah. Well, and now it's everywhere. We can do that. It's a form of hello and goodbye. Aloha, hana, which is g'day family. No, family is broad, mate. I can tell that now. Isn't it wonderful? And you know, it's come into extreme sports and that kind of stuff. Which fair enough. You know, you can earn the right to say aloha, but we want to do it because to show that hey, we're family, man. We relate. So aloha, hana. Bye for now. Okay. Aloha, aloha. Oh, baby, say where I go. That's coming out quite nicely. A bit of filing at the end of it, and I actually like the textures of it all. I might spray paint at the end, maybe not. Maybe we'll just leave there. Considering that I'm actually fixing it up from, oh, where is it? Oh, somewhere else. It was just a finger tab on the, oh yeah. So, this is fixing. It was a hole through there where the plastic came away. This is where the thumb tab goes, and it was a bit of aluminium behind that, bit about there with the thumb tab on. So this thumb tab will go back on there without the aluminium into that area, which apparently, and I've managed to retain the old Hohner Germany anchors, steel reed, what was left of that. So that's the plan, and also add a bit of texture here. So I don't mind that. And it says it's got character now. It's one of a kind, and that's. We're all one of a kind. We could admire others and also appreciate what we can do ourselves. And also try to emulate that is good that in others, but let's grow it. But as individuals, we've created individuals, we're born as individuals. Let's live as individuals. For discovery all the way, everyday discovery. Waking and in our dreams, eh? Hallelujah. La na 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 lue lue. Oh, where go? Oh, that's already gone off, so I can't do any more from that. So I think that's going to file up nicely. Okay. Thanks for listening. I think I'll put this one on YouTube as well, because it might come in handy to someone else. Oh, some of these corks can come out now. So. Holy, holy. Joyful, joyful. Bye for now.